Okay, we have officially started. So, week 3, the role of the ambassador. Our warm up today is going to be what are some members that you already know and some upcoming events that you already know about. So, think about that for a minute and then we'll kind of just share out what you guys already know. All right, to Neil, do you want to share out just some members you already know and some events you already know about?
Yes. I feel like I don't know very many. I know Courtney. I know Samantha. I know Tiffany. I know two Tiffany's. I know there's a sound bath coming up in a castle. That might be it that I can think of off the top of my head. I know there's marketing every Tuesday at noon. I just found out about that. Marketing every Tuesday at noon at Land of a Thousand Hills. That's it on my brainstorm right now.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Rachel?
Yeah. Well, I know you, Courtney, and I feel like I've met several people, which is fun. But yeah, as far as events go, there's like the marketing one that's happening, some Q&As, healing through art. I know that a lot of times there's like some walks or yoga in the park happens or some kind of wellness in the park. Yeah, those are some of the events that I've seen, and I went to a wellness event, so it's been fun.
Courtney, you know a lot of these. You've been in it for a while.
So Jess at Ground to Earth and Amber at Land of a Thousand Hills and Jamie at Rising Moon Minerals and oh, sorry, I have a new kitten and she's scratching it. Um, and all of you, of course, and Cambria and um that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Jan and Galladay, the walks. Um, yeah, and some events. I was kind of catching up yesterday, my calendar, it's my Sunday activity, and saw that Sara is gonna have a very busy day at Land of a Thousand Hills tomorrow. I was like, wow, she's gonna be there all day for different things. So awesome. I'm hoping I can make it in the morning. And we have um, as kind of a partnership with Sunshine Community, we have the Daybreak Network that's on Wednesdays at 1 and the Thursday networking at 1 that I mean isn't exclusively a Sunshine Community thing, but it's there. It's on the calendar. It's everyone. And yeah, I did see the Q&A, ketamine treatment and free sound bath on the calendar there. And I did do movement and meditation this morning, but it was last second that I posted it because I wasn't sure what the weather was going to do. So as long as the weather is handling itself okay, we will do that on Mondays. Still movement and meditation. We moved it to 9 o'clock, just right here at the park at my house. And Trying to think if there's anything else on my mind here. Yeah, I have a healing through art at the Wild Heart Sanctuary. That's in Park City. So any Park City peeps can, anybody can come, but it's gonna be all the way over there in Park City. And I have a bunch of events at Land of a Thousand Hills that we're doing in October. So stay tuned. We're getting those out today. How's that? How'd I do?
Excellent. I just, Amber just sent over that calendar to me today. It's extensive. And then I was going to say that Alicia Hensley and Cambria Davis are both Sunshine partners, and they lead along with me with the Daybreak Network. And then, yeah, there's lots of fun events coming up for Land of a Thousand Hills. And then what day was the Healing Through Art at the Wild Heart Sanctuary? I know
That
that's
is
this month.
next Sunday, September 28th. I have a spells and rituals class virtually that morning, and then I have a healing through art at the Wild Heart Sanctuary that afternoon. So lots of events on that day on the 28th.
28th. Okay. Good job.
Hey, I had user error getting in.
Sorry.
No, that's my fault. I didn't hit the final button to join. I was waiting for you to start, and I'm going, oh, I need to hit that button. So my apologies. Can you tell me again, Land of a Thousand, whatever? I'm looking at calendars because I don't know a lot of the calendars that are available or where to find out events. So,
Yeah, Land of a Thousand Hills in October. And that is a good question. Where do we find events? After we go over this warm up, we're just kind of brainstorming things we already know right now. And then I would love to
okay.
go over like all those spaces that you can find it, and how I would love to have it all on the website. But I've been having difficulty sitting down for long enough in order to make that happen yet. So I'm working on that. Kathy, do you just want to tell us some of the people you already have met? I know that you're relatively new. Some of the events that you already know about.
Well, I've met so many people through either Sunshine or others that sometimes I don't know who's in which one. And so I
Okay.
apologize on the names. I've I've been to the Wednesday afternoon events a couple of times. You've invited me. I did the tea with um, that group, and it was very fun. SIL time, tea time. Um, but I haven't done. My brain is not holding on to a lot of those that I haven't been to. I do know that we got to do the float and the
Oh yeah.
sauna down in the new Pure Sweat business. I'm guessing that they are part of the Sunshine, or were they just invited?
So Pure Sweat and Float invited Sunshine Community to come for a
Okay.
special VIP event, but they are not official members yet. I'm trying
Okay.
to get them.
Okay. So I don't know a lot more on that. I'm still getting to meet lots of people in a lot of different
Yeah.
arenas.
And then you went to Women in Wealth too, huh?
Women in the money, absolutely, yes.
Women in the Money, that's right. Oops.
No
Okay.
problem.
Can I interrupt? Courtney, is this a black kitty? Is it, you said it's a new kitty?
Yeah, new kitten that she's a little
Oh, what a cutie.
I love her colors.
tortoiseshell. Yeah, she's a leaf shape on her face.
Oh,
She's been naughty.
No, she's being a kitten.
Cute. Okay, Kim, do you want to share with us some of the people you know and events you already know about?
Sure. So I know everyone that I've met on Wednesday afternoons. Most of you guys here, and then Sam, Tiffany, Labrie, Melissa, Cambria, Mariah, Rachel. I'm not sure how to tell a difference necessarily between partner versus member, if it even really matters. Technically, I think I'm a partner as well. So, and then as far as events go, I see sort of what's on the group me. So the snack and shine, the sound bath, yoga, sips with Sara, the photo night, the dinner, um, that sort of thing, but I'm not, yeah. And then I go Wednesdays and yeah, sort of similar boat to everybody else where like, I'm not entirely sure where everything is, or how to like see everything. So
Yes, I agree. And you've been to the BNI as well. That was nice of you to visit that. We have about 7 Sunshine partners in there. The difference between Sunshine sister member and Sunshine partner is that the Sunshine partners are all women in business. So some of them are ones with locations, and some of them are ones that are wanting to network, that are coaches or in real estate or whatnot, and liking to do the networking with other women in business. So the basic membership is the Sunshine Sister membership, although I may just change that to basic membership. I've been debating on that. Maybe you guys can give me some feedback on that. And then the partner is the women in business. So it's a little more expensive to have the partner because we're also promoting each other and bringing each other business. But those are the memberships that are really going to support our community better financially than the partner ones. The partner ones is to get people to come to our businesses and do business with us, basically, and support community. The whole point is to bring women together and have close relationships, authentic relationships, and really make connections. Was there another question in there that I was going to go over? I think I got them all. Samantha, do you want to, oh, where to find them all? Yes, we're going to go over that. Samantha, who do you already know? What do you know that's coming up?
I feel like I
Or
have an
events that you
unfair
have?
advantage. Yeah, so obviously everyone here, I know Amber, Cambria, all the people from Wednesdays. Yeah, I have like a whole list of everyone because like I have actually gone through the member list and like connected with people. So I don't know if you want me to name off everyone right now, but
Right, but everyone in the member list, I like that.
yeah, there we go. And then as far as events, again, I feel like I have an unfair advantage because I'm part of marketing, but the what's in the group me, and then also I mean what we've posted and going to the Instagram group and kind of seeing there, going to our page and kind of seeing there. And I kind of just assume everyone in the daybreak situation is Sunshine, and if they're not, then they're missing out. So then I just talk to them about it, and if they don't know it, then that's an opportunity to talk to them about it. So
Yay, I love that. Yeah, so you hit the nail on the head with like where you can find events right now. So what I'm trying to do is get our partners to put all of their events and make us a co-host so it shows up on our page. We also have the private Sunshine member group that's on Facebook. And then you can share all of your events in there. And then sharing on Instagram, there's some businesses that only share. Poor Kathy, she got kicked out. Now she's back in, I hope. There she is. Okay. Oh, wait. Or was she double connecting? Okay. That's confusing. So on Instagram.
phone.
Oh, right. Okay. On our Instagram, some businesses only use Instagram and don't use Facebook. So then we're sharing those to that group that's in Instagram. If you're not in that group, just let me know. I have to take out people that have an automatic response to messages because I'm sharing a lot of Sunshine partners and what they're doing. If you can tag Sunshine Community in Insta, then I will automatically share. Otherwise, I'm looking for anybody in my feed, and whatever's at the top in my feed is what I share for as long as I can, for that day. So if you tag it, you're one of the first to be shared. Otherwise, it's just whatever I can find. And sometimes that doesn't show up for me unless you tag me. And sometimes it's right at the top, like Courtney's are all right at the top. So I get to share her a lot. And what else? Then I'm supposed to be getting everything up onto our website, which I'm working on, because there's 3 different types of events. So we have one that's just for making community, gathering people together. They're free events that we can just get together and do together to build friendships, to build community. Those are just kind of events so that we can all get together and build that community up. Then we have our Sunshine Partner events that are specific for networking, building business, marketing. Like the Sunshine Sip is for anybody to come and get to know all of us, but I'll obviously be hosting it. And then the Sunshine Marketing is for our partners or anybody who's going to be wanting to market. So those are kind of our 2 targeted events. And then we have all of our events that our partners are putting on. All of the retreats, the tea parties, the paint healing through art, the paint classes, like all of those things as well. Then we have some, like this is that same category, but we have some where that's what they do as events. So I'm trying to figure out, because I'm not going to be able to put all of Evolve's events on there, all of Reflection Yoga on there, because they do 5 things a day. So what I might have is a separate calendar on our calendar page for those that are doing multiple events a day. So it doesn't crowd our calendar that has all of our events. But if there's only 1 or 2 events that a partner's putting on, then I can put them on our shared calendar. That's what I meant. But if it's something where that's all they do, I don't want all those on top. Like we would have 10 events on days, some more than that, if I put all of them in our shared calendar. So I don't know. Samantha, that was my task, is put everything up there. And then I started listing out all the events that I needed to put up there. And there was like 20, and some of those were like categories. So that's where I got a little overwhelmed, and I'm just going to have to just take one at a time and get them up there until they're all up there.
Yes, and just for anybody who is live or on the recording, like as the marketing team, we also are like doing some things to kind of make this more simple. Because I know, in like thinking of all the different places and everything, that it's really confusing, and like you probably have your preferred method or platform that you want it in. And so we meet tomorrow, but there's a couple things we're going to do to help make this so seamless for you. So please don't feel overwhelmed right now. Make sure you're thinking and keeping in mind that we are brand new. Well, not brand new, but like we are just getting the structure in here. So your feedback is really important to us, and we are listening. So we have some things in place.
Yes. And we need that feedback and the suggestions in order to streamline it in the best way that we can. The more ideas the better in order to make that work. And I love that, like, Mallory and Samantha came in with a couple of key ideas for just our digital marketing. Mallory came up with the idea that each one of our Sunshine Sisters, it doesn't have to all be on the executive director or all on one marketing person. Each one of us is a micro influencer or influencer for this organization, getting everyone to come in and marketing each other. So we're trying to help with what those processes are. So it's not all on Courtney, or it's not all on Kim to look and share all these things, but we're each doing a little bit, and then that brings more for all of us, that helps support all of us. And then Samantha came up with some really good ideas for engagement and increasing your views quickly. Like she went in, and all of the Sunshine partners that I was sharing, all she did was go in and comment on each one of the original posts or reels, just one comment. And she went from 3,000, 6,000 up to 14,000 views all within a month. So we want to be able to boost that for for everyone when we find out these systems that work for each other. And that brings us into, I think I got everybody. Did everybody get a chance to share? Okay. Responsibilities. So this ambassador program is all about helping our members understand, immersing ourselves, and then helping them, mentoring them in being a bridge to all of these things that are available. We are offering a lot to our members and our partners. But if people are getting overwhelmed and they're not getting involved with all the things that are available, then it's going to be hard for them to feel like they're a part of the community. So the ambassadors, I was trying to do that for, 100 people, and that's hard for one person to do that. So if we're all working together to do that, then it should be a lot more seamless. So you are going to get assigned either your ideal referrals, your ideal customers, or your ideal referral partners, people that can continue to refer you people that are great for you. And then you're there to guide them, help them feel welcomed and connected, and then encourage. And then we're going to have some surveys that are going to be weekly surveys, and so that we can see weekly surveys or a monthly survey at the end of each month. And then meeting with them, either calls, text, in-person visits, or having small groups or meeting individually, depending on the person, because we have some people that are going to need a little bit of one-on-one before they can start meeting with the bigger group of people, just to feel more comfortable. And then hopefully we can do some small group type of things. And then celebrating milestones so that each person is feeling valued, and kind of identifying which ones we want to celebrate, how we're going to celebrate that. We came up with some great ideas last class, and then we'll continue to formalize that and make it something that's going to be a part of what we're doing. There is one ask that you host a monthly event that's free to build community. I mean, this can be, we talked about coffee meetups, walks, creative workshops. There's a lot of ideas here with events that you can have. Well, I think we're brainstorming today, like types of events that we can have and what our ideal kind of week, month, year would look like for us, so that we can have our events further out too. Sometimes I'm getting an event like a week before it happens, and then they're expecting a lot of the Sunshine community members to show up, but like it takes 3 weeks for me to promote one event, and then I have to know about it and I have to be promoting it in order for me to make people even aware of it. So we also have to like talk about how to get the promotions that people want and how much time that takes, and how we can ramp up for that as well. And that it isn't something where you just put it out there a day in advance, be like, okay, everybody show up. Now some things, the further out people know, the more they can just plan for it. I mean, if you decide to take a walk that day and put it in the group me and say, hey, you guys want to go for a walk? That's fine. But you're not going to get the same kind of response as if you have it like regularly on a calendar and people start planning for it, and they start planning their schedule around it because it's something pleasant for them to do.
Sarah, can I ask a question about events? Because
Yeah.
I feel, and please, like, I hope that, I don't know how this is going to come across. I feel like
Just say it.
saying that sunshine events include like every class at the yoga studio, like that doesn't feel like something that's exclusive to sunshine, right? So like
Right.
I'm
That's one of
just,
the partner
yeah,
events. Yeah.
exactly. So like there's all these different kinds of events,
Right.
and it feels like the intention is for us to like get together as a community. But there needs to be some level of exclusivity at some point too, like with some of them. So it's like, this is a sunshine event, period. Like it's not for the public. This is for, because like, I'm just wondering, like if anybody can go, then anybody can go, right? Like that doesn't that doesn't show our value as a sunshine, as a partner or a sister, like that there's that additional level of value. Am I making sense?
Yes, and that's something I've struggled with, like in the group me, because we have our marketing, which is for Sunshine Partners only. We have our, like my sips is for Sunshine only. It's like my coffee in the morning. The Daybreak Network is for anybody.
Mhm.
So we are putting the things that are for Sunshine members in the group me, but then we do have partners that put their events in there as well, saying like, this is my tea party coming up, or yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Samantha?
Oh, okay, I was like, I wasn't sure if you were saying yeah to me or just yeah in general.
Sorry, I don't know if everyone can see.
um, so what I would say to this is we are really focusing on exactly what you're talking about, Kim. So we have seen that. And again, keeping in mind that like this is the buildup, and that's actually why the ambassador program is being created. And so as we're able to kind of really connect with people, then we will have more of those community things. So we actually do have one. I'm hoping as soon as we have our meeting tomorrow, I'm hoping we can announce it, and it will be purely for Sunshine Sisters to get together and connect.
Cool.
And I have to say that we're at about 5 or 10 Sunshine members that are showing up to our events, but we're not at the 20 or 30 for the bigger events that could be exclusive to Sunshine. But like our marketing thing is obviously for our partners. But we are encouraging guests because we are in a build-up phase, if that makes sense. The busier we get, the more exclusive things are going to become, because we're going to want to keep it from getting overcrowded at that point.
Makes sense. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to, like I said, I didn't know how it was going to come across. I just wanted to sort of voice the way that I was feeling.
I agree 100%. And I also think that where was I going? I totally lost it. Sorry. I had a thought. Okay, I'm going to keep with this, and I'm sure the thought will come back to me. Membership growth and referrals. So sharing the mission of the Sunshine community to potential members, of inclusivity, of bringing people together, but having a membership to something does mean that you have to have some exclusivity, otherwise people are not going to join, right? And then we need to be able to put funds into our community if we are going to keep it going. Because without resources, we can't keep everything going that we are doing. So we have to find a balance there, right? Our referral discounts, you guys are going to be able to offer for October and November. That is going to be a significant discount because we're in a build-up phase for the basic membership and for the partners. And then you guys, I'm going to talk about in a minute what you guys get back. Okay, community presence. So we do have quite a large membership. So it's also about getting people knowing what we are offering and then getting people to show up for the things that we're offering too. But that's going to be part of our outreach, and people knowing what's coming up, and then having that bridge. So people are knowing what's coming up. Also getting things on the calendar far in advance so that it becomes a regular thing in everybody's lives. Like every Tuesday, I know that I'm going to marketing. Every Wednesday, I know that I go to the Daybreak Network. That's on my calendar weekly. And then our community presence. Ambassadors are, if you show up to events, you're the embodiment of everything that Sunshine is about, right? It's about positivity, it's about inclusivity, it's about kindness, it's about empowering each other, bringing empowerment to others, and then having them empower each other and helping them do that, and helping them know how to do that. And then we're also have a lot of marketing. Samantha can talk to this. We have a lot of marketing rolling out so that our brand is also going to be a lot more visible going forward. We already, all the coffee shops and the yoga places have our flyers everywhere. And Tommy said, Mom, everywhere I go, I see sunshine. I'm like, that's great, Tommy. That's my 12-year-old. That's what we're wanting. So opportunities. So this is leadership experience for you guys, building, mentoring, event planning, community building skills. Also, all of you are very experienced business and leadership people that can bring what you know to the ambassadors, and then that can spread from our ambassadorship to the community. Also, if you need letters of recommendation, I'm really good at those for future roles. Networking and visibility, connecting local leaders, business women, other ambassadors. We also are making partnerships with a lot of the Women Learning Institute, with the treasurer of the state. We're making some big connections right now with women in leadership. So this will expand your personal and professional networks in meaningful ways. And then exclusive perks. You will have a referral bonus of 20% of anybody that writes your name down for a referral. And then you get complimentary tickets or discounted tickets for events, trainings, merchandise, recognition on our websites, at events. And then we're going to have our partner spotlights, and we'll have our ambassador spotlights as well. Personal fulfillment. So making a real difference in women's lives. I already feel like we're making a huge impact in a lot of women's lives right now, and this is just going to make it so much more. Hopefully helping women feel supported, inspired, the joy of watching others grow and flourish in the community. This was what makes me truly happy, is just when I see a huge impact we've made in women's lives. Whole reason I do this, right? So our activity today is to brainstorm your free event that you would like to give once a month. I know some of you already have them. Samantha's got her marketing that she does weekly. And then Courtney has her movement and meditation that she's been doing for years. Just something to bring our sunshine community together just for October and November. And this can be anything that you like doing. Like Shannon does her sunshine walks. And I know that actually it was Shannon was doing walks, and then Rachel Triglone told me that she likes to take a sunshine walk. And so then we came together with the sunshine walks, because those two influences, I just love that. But there's so many more things that you can do that is just a gathering. I mean, there can be a potluck, there can be a soup night. I think that Samantha was suggesting we might like to do, where everybody brings pieces or components of a soup, and we all put it together and cook it and eat it together. But it was much more than that. She's really good with her events. Yeah. So I'll just give you guys about 10 minutes to kind of brainstorm. Do you guys want to just kind of shout out some ideas? Do you want to take 10 minutes and kind of work on this activity today? What do you guys think?
I was thinking I'd like to do a vision board and have a group get together and create vision boards and have everybody bring their magazines and stuff, and just have a chat, because once you get going with what you want to create for yourself and pictures, the energy can be really positive.
I love that.
That's true. So I like getting everyone together, and I purposely only had 12 people that could be ambassadors this time, so we could all sit in this room together. But I'm finding that people are able to do virtually, or half of the people are even wanting to watch the recording. Although I have looked at some statistics recently, and it's like only 3 out of 10 online courses are completed if you only do it online. So hopefully we can find ways to engage in such a way that, because this program is so important to go through each one of the months with it in order to really get something out of it. I'm hoping that we can have at least a couple of times where we all kind of come in person. just because I feel like you bond with people even more when it's an in-person event. However, if you can only do online, that's I want people to be able to be involved in it. I'm just a little worried about the like handful of people that have not come the first 2 times and they're going to do a recording and then getting back to it and then catching up with everything if they're going to be able to complete it. Now, people who are coming online every time, I think that they're committed and that it's going to get completed. Why don't we just take 10 minutes, brainstorm events you might like to do, and then I just don't want too many of the same thing. If we have 12 people doing a coffee date, then that might over saturate it. So it would be nice to like pick different things that we're doing. And then we're going to have 6 to 12 events, depending on how many of our ambassadors really kind of dive in and become a part of that per month that are free, right?
Question. Do you want those like to be a reoccurring monthly thing, or like, because I can think of some events that's like, oh, this would be fun to do with this particular season, but it wouldn't necessarily be a recurring type of event. So are we looking for more of a recurring or more kind of a unique one for the end from now to the end of the year?
So yes.
Both.
So I'd like a mix up, right? So like we have our No Stress Book Club that's the second Tuesday of every month.
Mhm.
But like Courtney is doing a rainbow mom and daughter paint night that is and some events that are surrounding October in particular that are going to be really fun. So yes, I like to have regular events, but I don't think we need to have, again, we want a mix of both.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, so the assignment for today is classwork. I'm just reading the chat. Oh, that's interesting. Do you guys see the chat from previous meetings? I just like scrolled up and I saw chat from last week.
I only see from today.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Today.
So that's just for the person doing the class.
I would say check because I wasn't on last week. I was out of town up to Logan. But if you were online for Zoom, then you might be in part of that. But if you weren't online for last class, you may not. Just a thought.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, I don't see it either, and I was on Zoom last week.
Okay. So it's probably just the instructor. I think that's a new feature. But I have to say, I used Zoom a lot, and then the last year I haven't used it. So I don't know which are new features or they've been out for a year and I just didn't know. Okay, anyways, I feel like I'm a little scattered today. Sorry about that, you guys. Our agenda and then our assignment for today is just that brainstorm events and then think of your ideal week, month, year. And you can take pictures and put them in here as a vision board if you want to.
Sarah, I'm trying to edit the slide in my homework and it says I have view only.
Let's fix that.
Because I'm assuming you want us to put each of our ideas in the slide and turn it
Yeah.
in, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have vision only as well, or view only rather, sorry.
Okay, now try it. And this is, you guys can all change the same slide. So you'll all be working on the same slide at the same time. We'll see how this works.
Yeah, we have edit access now.
Okay.
I need to take off now. I will catch up with everybody later.
That's great. Have a great rest of your day, Kathy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kathy told me in advance that she had something that she had to be at 2 o'clock.
And Sarah, these brainstorm events are things we could host, right? Or
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm assuming that you're thinking of doing one in October and then one in November for those two events. And Tennille, I think one of those that I actually want you to do. Well, actually, I think I'm going to have you be a guest speaker in our leadership class that we have with our ambassadors too.
Okay.
Oh, Shannon said she wants to do a snowshoe hike as well. We'll get together on that one.
I am still on edit only, but
Maybe refresh.
I was trying to see if I could just copy and
I was gonna say, me and Shannon apparently we've got the same wavelength of activity.
Yes,
Good.
for sure.
This is good. Maybe we could do one together.
Yeah. I love the collaborations. Makes it so much more fun. Yeah, we have 3 speakers at the energy conference. That Samantha brought to our attention. I just love that. And then me and Samantha will be at the table together, and then she's speaking as well. Maybe for our no stress book club, we could do the book swap for December. Do like a
Yeah,
Christmas theme.
yeah, people just bring like a favorite book and wrap it
Yeah,
up. Yeah, swap it.
I love that.
Super fun.
Clothing swap, part of the potluck that Samantha was talking about was a sweater swap. I thought that was so cute.
Oh, cute. That is cute. Yeah.
Have you guys done the cookie exchanges around the holidays before? Where everyone like makes 2 dozen cookies and then you take a plate home of everyone's one of each cookie.
I've seen
Yes,
that. I haven't done that, but that's fun.
We
I
do that
have.
for Yule gatherings, but we bring our favorite tea
Oh,
bags and cookies. And so everybody loads up with tea and cookies and then goes home so they can eat their cookies and drink their tea.
that's fun.
I've done ornament exchanges too.
Those are fun. That sounds so fun.
And then with Sunshine Community, we've actually done a um kind of a gift swap. So you make a gift with your own branding and then you bring that and then it's a um and then you just pick a number when you come in and then you get to pick them like if you get to um yeah, then you get to the people with the lowest numbers get to pick first and then you can steal and all that. But last time we did it, nobody stole. I was like, oh, that's kind of part of the fun where you get to mess with people, but everybody liked what they got and they didn't want to steal anybody else's. But then the last person has the ability to steal, and then the last person didn't want to either. So, I mean, the first person gets to one more opportunity to steal, and they didn't want to steal either. So it's good. Everybody walked away with a gift they wanted, and everyone got to promote their business. That would be a partner event, of course. And then I've also done raffles in the past where each person brings a bag for my birthday. They'll bring a gift from their business and then we'll raffle. So instead of bringing a gift for me for my birthday, they get to bring a gift that represents their company. And then we raffle that way. So everyone walks away with a gift, which I always like. My birthday is December 13th, and I always like to make it my birthday week.
Make it a full party. I love it.
Yeah. I know some people have their birthday month, but I can't do that with Christmas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yay, Samantha, December 4th. Yeah, I like to have brunches at my house on occasion too. I see a pop up at someone's home. We don't have very many vendors, but we could bring merchant like branded merchandise
Yeah.
type of thing. We also do have quite a few that are like health oriented or makeup at home type thing, home business. They
Sarah,
could probably be a part of that.
just brainstorming like on the LinkedIn thing. I don't know how many people are interested in that because it's kind of more businessy oriented. I don't know, but if I did LinkedIn as a class, would it work to do it as a Zoom activity so that I could share my screen and do like show different profiles on LinkedIn? Do people ever host Zoom events?
I have to say that Courtney has hosted classes that way. How do you feel like that's worked out for you, Courtney? This is my first course that I have done since moving to Utah online, and I think it's going well so far. But do I have 30 people here? No, but I did that on purpose. So I'm not sure. I wanted this to be a small initial cohort so that we really got to know each other. What do you think, Courtney? What'd you say to some of your online? I know that Cambria has done some online courses too, and they've been pretty successful.
Personally, I'm not sure I'm the person to ask because I really just struggle exactly the same with an in-person event as I do with a virtual event in just getting people signed up. I've had to I put it out there and sometimes I just have to cancel because I don't have anybody signed up for it. And that's been my biggest struggle in business so far is just having events that people buy the tickets or they show up, or whether it's free or it's something that I'm, charging for. I'm just kind of like on this little hamster wheel of trying to figure out what's the best way to get my stuff out there and known. And I think the class itself, when I've done it, has been great. This is the first time I'm trying to do my healing through art workshops. I have my next course coming up. But if I don't have anybody signed up, I might just try and do it like I've done in the past, where it's just an individual class instead of the course. And this is the first time I'm trying it with a virtual option that's less money because I don't provide the art materials. So it'll be their art materials and then they follow along with us. So I guess we'll see how that goes.
I really appreciate your in-person stuff. I go to everything you do in person. I do have to say, like, I went to California and me and my daughter did the virtual healing through art. I prefer the in-person, but doing it online with my daughter was extra special too, because I would not have had that opportunity to bring my daughter because she's in California. So yeah, and I think I'm also working on CRM and keeping track of who we've contacted, where we are with them, if they're ideal referrals or referral partners. And that might be something that's a good training for some of our new business entrepreneur partners. Would be great to, like, how do you keep track of people you've already contacted? How do you get repeat customers? How do you build it over time instead of kind of losing and not even knowing who you've contacted or who has been a customer of yours in the past? So I don't know if like maybe someone who's very experienced in those kind of things, like Tennille, might like to, we can pull up, we can offer that too. And then I can get people that are kind of, I know are in that situation that could benefit from that and invite them personally. I know I could even benefit that from that, and I've been doing it for years. So.
Well, I think for some of mine, except for like the stress things, but like LinkedIn or resume stuff is really nice to do virtual because I can share my screen. So I think I would probably try those virtual at first and see how it goes. But
Yeah. And one thing I did find with doing it, having this room available for us here is that people showed up the first day, which is good, but the last 2 times it's been all virtual. So I think if people have an option, it might be virtual.
yeah, and Sarah, I think it's hard to do some things hybrid, like some are in the room and some are online. That's really hard to navigate. It's really tricky.
Yeah, because you got to bring your computer and be doing it next to them in the room.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cohabitation, co-workspace rather than a class in that kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I love these. We have a few realtors in the group for the like touring houses. But I also know lots of people who love to go look at houses that are available or go look at models and such. So that might be fun.
Yeah, I mean my intention would not be to like pitch anybody on anything, right? Like I just everything that I'm gonna do would be related to the home in some way, just because that's my whole
Yeah, that's what you do.
thing. So is all about home. So
Yeah. And I think there's quite a few people interested in real estate for building up a portfolio too. So
hmm Yeah, I mean, a couple weeks ago I had like a 101 class with I taught with Rhonda Beveridge, who comes on Wednesdays. I don't think she's a member yet. But her and I taught a class, and it was really fun. It's just again, like, also didn't really have a lot of people. We had mostly people there for support. But I think something that's just like a little bit more casual and maybe more of like a discussion on the like because there's so much with real estate. So if it's just like a one like targeted discussion, could be like an interesting series where it's like once a month we just sort of get together and talk about it. It doesn't have to, it can be all the realtors in the room too. I don't really care.
oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
yeah.
Samantha's got all the ideas. It's because she's a retreat person.
Like I stopped putting them down so other people could have some choices.
I love holiday theme things too. Holidays are my favorite. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a white elephant, but with our branded items instead. That's kind of what the gift exchange type of thing was. But not, I mean, it would be your things for your company, a gift representing your company instead of a white elephant thing. Some of these I have questions about. So no pitch potluck, I get. Pitch and pitch karaoke night? What's that mean?
So it would be a networking night. So we'd have a pitch time and then get to karaoke the rest of the evening.
I love that. I'm scared to do the river plunge. I love like seeing your pictures every time you go and do it. I'm kind of a hot tub type person, and I know it's supposed to be wonderful, but
I was hooked the very first time I did it. So I do not like being cold. And the ice trough does not sound like a good time to me. But going to the river and hearing the river, seeing the river, being in the river, is really fun. And also, the there's like so much mindset that you can do around the cold plunge itself that it actually really does impact like the rest of your life. And the first time I went, like being able to go and like fully release like you're supposed to, um, like I don't know how else to describe it, but like I just felt high the rest of the day. Like I was just so at ease and just like so calm, cool, and collected. So yeah, I'm definitely hooked.
Okay, is there anyone else that wants to shout out before we go? I had the our pictures of us over the time, and then I just moved it thinking we still had a few minutes, and we're actually a little overtime, so I apologize for that. So like one last chance to just kind of share out, and then we'll kind of just sharing this was our end for today. And then the thing I want you to do is look at what your events you're going to want to do. And we need to get those on the calendar for next month and the month after before our next meeting. And then picking some people and just messaging me with who you'd like to have, or if there's someone that you just know you don't really get along with, let me know who that is too. So I don't assign someone that you know is not going to work for you. And then we have an ambassador agreement that I'll be sending out, just kind of so that it's a little formalized, that you'll kind of what the expectations are, what we're asking as a Sunshine community, and then what you get in return for that. Any more questions before we go? Any more shout outs as to stuff? Do I have any more questions as to what things are on here?
I have a question. So as we're getting events, and I would like to go ahead, and I mean, I'm like a 1 month at a time so far person, but like to get things on the calendar ahead of time. Is there going to be a better, maybe more direct or official way to get events turned into you? Like, these are the things I've got going on, and these are the calendar items that I'd like to be on, or whatever. Other than, you know, we've got the group me that we can put that on, but I just wondered if you wanted to.
Right, our partner has the group me, but I'd also love to see it in Facebook and Instagram. And then I can take things from the group me and put them on our calendar easily, but those are all just going to be the partner events. So I'm trying to find a way of streamlining that. Maybe you guys can give me some. So what I've done in the past is they've made something on Canva and shared that with me. That's kind of like a little flyer. And then putting it on Facebook, putting it in the group me, and then putting it in the Insta. But maybe putting together like a little one pager on like how people can do that would be good. What are you
think
gonna say?
a submission form is a fantastic idea, Courtney. So we will definitely run with that.
Yeah, just like a Google form, a
Yeah,
Microsoft
exactly.
form or a Google form.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if there's a way to just like add, because I know they have the option to be able to add a PDF or a JPEG or something, so we can take our flyer and upload it to that submission form, and then you have everything that you need and can post that. But yeah, I've just been, because like you said, not everybody does Facebook, and you know, if there was going to be one place where all of the Sunshine community events were going to be put up on, I don't know. So that's,
Love it. Next thing on the task list is going to be a submission form. See, this is what I need ambassadors for. You guys are awesome. Any other questions? Okay, so that is the end of our day today. And then just remember to shoot me the who you want to have and events. We'll get that. I'll send you out that link as soon as we have it available to submit your events. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.